It's a United States love affair with Formula One at the moment, so what a thrill for everyone today to see our drivers lapping COTA at full hot lap speed. It's the Circuit of the Americas, and it's qualifying.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
Drop to P17, P17. Sitting in pole, they're in pole position.
Simply lovely, I tell you that.
Well, you don't need me to remind you that Formula One is now so beloved in the United States that we race here 3 times a year. But let's give respect to COTA, or the Circuit of the Americas, to give it its full name. This place laid the foundations for this moment and still remains the host of the US Grand Prix. We have 10 turns to the left and 10 turns to the right here at the fantastic Circuit of the Americas. Overtaking opportunities into turn 1 and turn 12 at this anti-clockwise track. It's 3.6 miles long, and we should see average lap speeds of around 126 miles per hour. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Tsunoda, Norris, Charles Leclerc, Doohan, Russell, Michael Schumacher, Albon, and Pierre Gasly. Piastri, Senna, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, and Sainz. Lawson, Hülkenberg, Gabriel Bortoleto, and Ollie Behrman. Colapinto and Isaac Hadjar rounds off the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. Alongside me here in the commentary box today, former racing driver extraordinaire Naomi Schiff. Look, we know it's not where you start, it's where you finish. But let's talk about the start now. What's there to help the drivers get away well?
Well, the race is certainly not won in the first lap, let alone turn 1. However, what you can do is prepare yourself ahead of time. Visualize what could potentially happen, different scenarios and where you could place your car. And that will better prepare you to make the right decision with instinctive timing.
Okay, let's have a comms check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Check back.
Loud and clear. Oh.
Conditions look stable at the moment. No rain currently expected.
Max, radio check from the pit wall.
Yep, radio check.
Loud and clear.
parking. Let's try and get a good launch as the lights go out. Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now. Be patient and watch for those lights. Okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power. DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. Overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
Minus 5 brake bites and the thing just doesn't turn. It's unbelievable.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. expecting. We've got a new strategy available on your MFD if you want it. Copy that. Confirmed, moving the angle of the front wing to a +1 setup.
Box.
Okay, we can take you this lap. Right, let's go, come on. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit or receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
What the hell is going on with my rear? We're last of the running cars right now. Okay, that's Hadja just ahead of you. Push hard. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 4.1 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, gap to the car in front, 2.5 seconds. Okay, you've currently got 19th place. Hadja ahead. Okay, gap ahead, 2.5 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Albon behind. They're on fresh mediums. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. 9 laps to go. Okay, Lewis, let's try and climb up the order if we can. We're setting you a new target. Push, push.
Okay, well, thanks, mate.
Tyre condition still looking good. P19, you have P19 now. Okay, Hadja's ahead of you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on old softs. That's Albon behind you. They're on fresh mediums. Pit strategy complete. See these these tyres through to the end now. Oh mate, you made that look easy. Nice work. That's why I love working with you. Smashed it. And that's us in 10th position. Okay, gap to leader, 16.2 seconds. Colapinto's ahead of you, less than a second separates you. They're on old mediums. Okay, Bortoletto behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Look after these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound. Rain expected, no rain expected for the time being. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 1.7 seconds. Hulkenberg ahead of you now, and the time last lap, 1:36.7. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.4 seconds. They're on old mediums. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. You're closing in by 3 seconds a lap. Ahead. Time last lap, 1:34.5. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by, 12.8 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 8 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. And you're closing by 0.4 a lap. Keep it going. Lando's in the pits. Lando in the pits. Right, we've got some clear track in front of us, so let's make best use of it and make the next lap a quick one. You got this.
Yes, sir.
Great stuff. It looked like you made easy work of that target. Let's try and keep that going right through to the end of the race. Gasly's behind you. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 5 laps old, and the time last lap, 1:33.3. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. on him, he might make a mistake. Okay, final lap, let's go, final lap. The underbody's taken a little damage, just watch out for
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Alright, race over, take care of the car on the way in.
Difficult strategy today.
Oh my god! What did you do?
What did you do?
And it's victory! And what a victory! Pierre Gasly.
Oh my god, guys, we did it again! Oh my god, yes!
Without losing too much time.
What a day it's been for Formula One, and what a day it's been for these three drivers. Time for the podium celebrations. Time for our drivers to celebrate. And only one can take that top spot. Today, it's Pierre Gasly's. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.